Hey all, welcome back to more Final Fantasy, where last time we got through the Sky Fortress and defeated Tiamat. This time around, we're actually going to be tackling some of the bonus dungeons, which, before we even bother doing that, we are going to be heading towards a specific location. Which, let me just get land in view so I have an idea where I'm going here. We are going to be getting Roach, something very, very useful. Which is right over in this direction here. Okay, so I'll just park it right here. And get into a battle outside the door? Okay, it's just a couple bugs. Just a couple bugs. It's not a big deal. They are going to die. Perfect. We are going to be very, very prepared for what's going to be coming in these places, because all we're going to be doing is going to go here and give you the adamantite we found. Is this adamantite? Oh, Rick, I'll use this to make you the finest sword you'll ever wield. Done. In all my years, I've never crafted a finer sword. Go on, take her, she's yours. And we got the Excalibur, which is going to Roach. It's not the best weapon in the game. It was in the original anyway, but we have a new weapon. So, well, bam, Roach gets that. And you have your Sasuke's blade, so you're good there, I'm good there, and you get the Sunblade now, so everybody's a little bit more up to snuff. We all have a bunch of better weapons and such. But now that we're done there, we're actually gonna be doing something I've been kind of putting off for the longest time, mainly because I never actually needed to do it, at least until now. So, where are you? There's one right here. We are going to be actually stocking up some of our buddies, which it's over here, okay. Start off with black magic right here. So we're gonna be giving you some dark temper, and why not? I'll give you a slow while we're at it. So that's level 2 magic for you, you're all set there. And now I'm looking for the white magic, which is up here. And let's see here, I can give more than one person null shock just because. Raise evasion for somebody, and you know what? How about we cure darkness, just so we have that as well. Okay, so they're all set there, and we're actually going to be moving on. We're going to be getting a lot of magic from a bunch of different places. We have Provoca, which we just did. We have Crescent Lake here, which that's the inn. That is the inn. Okay. Where are you? You are up here. So. White magic, can I get anything from here? You have exit, you have that, and I might as well just give you that while I'm at it. Okay, so now you're all stocked up there, and then how about on this side? We have Thundaga, which I have. Death would be nice, and you know what? Quake also sounds good. And how about Stun, just in case, because Death probably won't work. Quake is basically like an all death in a sense. So I might as well just get the slightly better option. So that's good there, we are all set here. So how about we move on to Elfheim, where we actually can get multiple magics here because there's 2 different magic shops. You can get the level 4 and 5s, I believe they were. It's been a little bit since I've been here, so let me just go and grab what I need to get. So we go here first. These are level 4s. You are all set there. Nobody can use the level 4 white magic since you already are all good. Okay, so where is the... Here's the... There you go. Level 3, perfect. I'll give you this. No Blaze would also be useful to have. I want to give that to 2 separate people. And why you can't use that, never mind. Can you use... No, you pretty much have a limited selection for that, so that's fine. Now if we got the black magics we need to go after, so we got one right here. Which I am gonna give you this. You know what, you take this as well, just so we have more than one person with it. This, and I think Wait, what? Oh yeah, you already have it. Okay, I'm gonna give you Thundara, just because. Okay, so now we're just looking for the level 4 black magic, since ironically enough, Jags can use level 4 black magic, whereas Roach can't use level 4 white magic. Makes no sense to me, but that's totally fine. So we'll give you, actually, we'll start off with Haste. So Haste is like in the forefront. Sleep Rep. And how about Confuse? And do I have Blizzara? Yes, I do. Okay. So I have, well, I don't have Confuse, but I have Haste. I'm gonna give Sleepra as a just in case. So that way, everybody has a decent selection of magic going on, except I need to get some level 1s, which I can get in the first town, which we are gonna head straight there. All right, and now in Cornelia, let's actually, hello there. The Chaos Shrine, yep. He's telling me exactly where to go, which I already know that I need to go. Can you, thank you. We're already dealing with that again, so how about I give you Cure? Protect, maybe it's an okay. And Evasion, okay. And then we go over to Black Magic and get Focus, Sleep, and you don't have Thunder yet, surprisingly enough. Not that it matters anymore, but oh well. All right, and we are good there. All right, and then in Gaia, we have a couple more spells I would like to get here, which in this case, it is right here. Okay, so we have Blizzaga. And honestly, I don't really care that much for Break. It petrifies one foe, yes, but I'm not gonna bother. And then on this side, we have the White Magic, which again, oh well. But they are definitely useful to get. So we have 2 more places to go. All right, and then in On-Rack, we actually have a couple more places we can go. Not there, it is where? There we go. We have this place here, which I kind of avoided before since I wasn't exactly sure if I wanted those yet. So we got Saber and then Blind. I'm gonna get both of those, and as you can tell, we have the White Magic, which we do have Null Death, which is useful, so I am going to get that. But aside from that, I can't get Hilaga. And the last place is Lufenia. We are once again here. We are going to be heading all the way over here. As you recall, there was 2 shops, which I can do, which one of them actually gives me what I want, the Flare spell. White Magic, again, I can't actually buy this, so that is completely pointless for me in particular. But if you have a White Mage, it would be in your best interest to get that spell. I wanted to make a small addendum while I was here. Now that I have all the magic, I'm fully kitted out for what I actually really care for anyway. When I went to Citadel Trials some time ago, I used my airship to get there and I walked all the way around like so, and then I got there. Small little moment, I completely forgot you could do this. You can just use your boat and then kind of just go in here. And you could just save so much time. You don't even have to use the canoe, you just save so much time. You're like right there immediately. The only part of it that doesn't save time is the fact that you need to use your boat. So, with that in mind, we're actually gonna start doing the bonus dungeons. This is where the real meat of the episode actually starts off. This dungeon here, which let me land and go inside, is called the Earth Gift Shrine. The Earth Gift Shrine is actually in the Dawn of Souls GBA remake, the 20th anniversary edition, which is what I'm playing, which is the PSP game, and the iOS versions. If you're playing any other version, you are out of luck. You do not get this dungeon. The stink went away as I took a peek inside and was lipping over some gruesome monsters. I'd stay out if I were ye. Yes, that's basically a warning. Save before you enter this place, because this dungeon is 5 floors. It doesn't sound like it's that big of a deal, but you unlock this dungeon after you defeat the Lich, which every single boss at the end of this dungeon has many times more, at least 4 times more HP compared to what the Lich had. So with that in mind, let's head inside. The Earth Gift Shrine has quite a few different places here. The first one that I entered happens to be a desert, which in this case, I have no idea where I'm at. I'm gonna have to find out where I'm at. It's gonna be fun, because the desert has a rare enemy that will wreck me. Well, not really wreck me, but it's possible. The enemies here are really tough, so like I said, make a save before you enter this place. I might be slightly over leveled for it, except for maybe the one enemy that I've talked about. So all I gotta do is just find out which way to go. I have no idea which way to go, honestly, but I'm gonna keep looking for it. It's going to be a fun time. But yes, this place has 5 floors. 4 of them, it's gonna be randomized between those 4 floors. There's 2 of them that are based off the altar cave from Final Fantasy 3. Not this 3, that 3. Ooh, yes. So, the nice thing is I just need to go up from here. The trees are pointing in the right direction for me. So I just go here, and there we go. I'm on Earth Shrine B2, which this is it's not gonna be this every single time. It could be something different. Who knows what it is for you? In this case, I actually am not sure which one I'm on, so I'm gonna have to find it. But yes, as you can tell, this looks like the Altar Cave from 3. The bosses at the end of this place are actually 4 of the Dark Crystal enemies from 3, which is gonna be a fun time, but thankfully enough, this place has the chest that I need right here. 2 chests and I'm all set. I just need to find the stairs, which leads me down into Earthgift Shrine B3, which in this case, they give me the forest, which in this case has random encounters that I gotta go through. Fun. Nice thing is, it's not that big of a deal. The only issue is this dungeon. I'm gonna have to go through at least 4 times in order to do it. The enemies here aren't that bad, but the bosses are, which, let me just see if I can find my way through here. I'm not exactly sure where I'm at in this place, so it's gonna be a little bit annoying. But since I'm level 40, level 41, 42-ish, everything here I'm gonna kill in one strike regardless, because it's not a big deal for me at this point. But if you were to come here earlier, like when you defeated Lich, this place would be pretty dang hard. But this is a really great grinding spot for the most part, if you want to just kill things. But honestly, everything here isn't tough enough to really bother with. The only thing really is just the bosses. So you kind of just be running through here and then fighting the bosses again and again. This dungeon is repeatable. You can go through it as many times as you please. But I'm only gonna be doing it 4 times. I'm only gonna show it at least 1 time on camera, because the rest of them is just gonna be me going through the dungeon 3 more times in order to get to the bosses, because that's gonna be a fun time. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna go over here, hello. All right, I believe this, yeah, that way is just pointless, so I just keep going over here. There's gonna be an enemy blocking my way here. Like I said, the first one is not gonna be hard in the slightest. I believe this way is a dead end. I'm not quite sure, but okay. Totally fine with that. There are treasure chests in these areas, which there are random, but not totally random. They are, like, there's 2 chests or whatever, depending on what floor you're on. Hello, there's 2 of them. There we go, speed drink. That would be useful. Oh my gosh. I was actually sitting there talking to a friend about these dungeons, and there's probably gonna be like 8 million cuts for these dungeons. I'm like, yeah, probably. It's not gonna be as bad, especially when I get later on. It's gonna, like this, is just gonna be me cutting out battles. Like this one. All right, so let's continue. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just get in another battle. Okay, let's continue on. I am towards the end now, I believe. I am not quite sure exactly where I'm at. I might be heading into the completely wrong area, but we shall find out. All right. Okay, well, we do have water here, but all right, let's try this again. Is there a chest? Nope, that was a waste of time. All right, so this area was a waste of time. So how about we continue going forward, and hopefully I should be able to get to the end, which I'm getting there. I should be getting close now, really close actually. Okay, so now that I pretty much cleared my path forward, I just need to find the stairs. Okay, all right, so it's pretty much smooth sailing at this point. All I gotta do is just continue going down this way and finding a few more enemies on the way there. Hopefully I'm almost done. Oh, all right, and stairs. All right, so we have 1 more floor to go here. At least it is B4, but it's not exactly B4 if you, well, what I'm saying is that this is the last floor that I need to deal with anyway. Which the enemies here aren't as bad as the last floor. The last floor is just kind of annoying and just kept going on and on and on. I could honestly kill all these with Fire, no problem, but I hit Fire. I got an accident, so that's my bad. But either way, they are dead. So I'm just gonna get out of this floor and head down to B5. Which B5 looks to be a little bit dangerous, but as you can tell, there's a couple doors and there's more stuff up there. So there are 4 doors we are gonna go through. So what I want to do with that is I'm gonna make a save, even though I technically don't have to, because if I lose, I just get booted out of the dungeon. It's just a sort of a fail save for me in case I do, you know, it's all good. So I'm just gonna top off everything. So how about I just make sure that everybody is all set here. Wow, I'm almost out of potions. Wow, I definitely need to buy some of those. Not that I really need to anymore at this point. So we're actually gonna start on the bottom left. So you managed to reach these depths, I commend you. But your journey ends here, I'm afraid. It would, but we're fighting Cerberus. Cerberus is the easiest of the 4 in this entire dungeon. He has 4,000 health, and as you can tell, it's playing new music. This is the Final Fantasy III boss music. It's a little bit of a remix of it, so it's kind of a little bit fancy in that regard. But yeah, this is not a hard fight at all. So I'm gonna actually use Sleepra, because despite what the in-game bestiary says for Cerberus, he's not immune to it. So let's just use that. I am going to use Null Shock because he has Lightning Bolt, which is kind of an annoying attack. And I'm just gonna have you attack, and I'm gonna have you cast haste on Roach. That is a pretty much decent setup. If he falls asleep, that's totally fine with me. If he doesn't, then whatever. I'm just gonna keep trying. Eventually he will fall asleep. But yeah, we're gonna do haste, get myself more damage. Null Shock should defend against Lightning Bolt. And then I am going to attempt to use Sleepra again. You use Invisra now, so I can have more evasion against his standard attacks. You actually just need to keep attacking. You, on the other hand, how about you buff up Roach, since Roach is pretty much the one that's gonna be doing all the work in this battle. So let's do that. Now he has a strength tonic, so he's much, much stronger. There we go. And this should buff up my evasion. And this might put it to sleep. If not, then whatever. Yep, it's asleep. So at this point, I can just sit here and do whatever the heck I please. So how about I use Slayer? He's very resistant to magic, so this doesn't really do much of anything, honestly. But I'm just gonna sit here and keep buffing myself up in the meantime. Totally fine, don't care at this point. This battle is won at this point. I don't really even need to care anymore. Again, it is the easiest of the 4 fiends. Or, yeah, the 4 Dark Crystal fiends, as you can call them. But yeah, he's already awake, but Thunderbolt, I have Null Shock going, so this is going to do half damage. Not a big deal there. That was really, really terrible, but he's dead. That's one of the 4 down. And you'll see why we had to redo this dungeon every single time right after this. So he drops a Kotetsu. That is a guaranteed drop, so cool. And we actually can't leave the room. A strange force bars the door. That means we gotta go here. And we're stuck in here. So it's gonna ask us if we wanna return to the surface. We have to, there's no way out of this room. So we return. And we're gonna have to go through the place 3 more times. At least for the first one. The first one we had to go through 4 times in total. So give me a second, I will be right back. All right, so time for the next one, which the next one we're going to do is actually going to be up here. If I can ever get to it anyway, because this place is still sort of mazy. But yes, the next one on the list is, in me are all things great and small extinguished. Die now, warriors of light. So yes, we are fighting the 2-headed dragon. I might have lied by saying Cerberus was the easiest boss on the floor. This one is. So yes, let's start off with haste. How about we get a little bit of a Protectora going? You just attack, and how about you help out a little bit by buffing up Roach? Other than that, this fight, He's really simple. All he does is just punch us. That's all he does. Which he does a ton of damage, yes, but with Protera, yes, that's gonna definitely help a little bit. We can give him a little of a slow run. It might not work, but it's still, we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Other than that, we are pretty much a little bit set again. I am going to actually raise your attack some more, maybe. I don't know if it stacks, but we shall find out. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But Slowra, hit, perfect. So that's just gonna make him do less, and with Protera on, he's gonna either miss, do little damage whatsoever, and then Roach has got this fight. Because other than that, I can't really do much of anything. Yep. I could do Fulcra and see if that works. Other than that, everybody just go for it. With 4,500 HP, this guy's going to go down pretty dang quickly. Because all I gotta do is just keep bopping him in the head while he bops me in the head with weak attacks. Yep, little to no damage at this point. He's doing very, very little to no damage, and he's dead. That's number 2 down. Which the two-headed dragon actually drops a unique piece of equipment. He drops the Bard's Tunic. Which the Bard's Tunic, I don't even know if it's even remotely useful. I don't remember ever really looking at it. But yes, the Bard's Tunic, a light loose fitting tunic. Let's see if it's useful for anybody here. Let's see, so who can actually use it? You can use it, but it's garbage. And we're gonna head out of here since the door is locked again, and we're gonna head to boss number 3. And now for battle 3, which battle 3, we're gonna go through this door this time. You've done well to come this far, but you will go no further. Is going to be against Echidna, which is, again, another Final Fantasy 3 boss. Most of the Final Fantasy 3 bosses are like Greek themed, which is why you got Cerberus, Ahriman, Echidna, and then two-headed dragons, just like a thing. But yeah, Echidna has 4,800 HP, nothing too special there. It's resistant to sleep, but as you know, it still kind of works. So there's a thing there, but there's a little bit of a problem with this one. I'm gonna attempt it still, but first I'm gonna do haste. Echidna basically does Earthquake, which is considered an Earth elemental attack, but it pretty much kills people. That's a problem. I have 3 ribbons. So, even though it does cast death, it's considered Earth. So the only way I can get around that, since the Protect Ring guards against instant death, but since it's not considered death, I need to use Null Death in order to just protect Jags in general. So this is gonna go the same way as all the other ones did. I just kinda make it so I raise my attack with people and just do all the same jazz as before. Nothing too special there. I just have to make sure that Jag stays alive, which in this case, good, perfect. So I can still kind of get around it by doing this, and now it just won't happen, period, so cool. So at this point, all I really need to do is just kind of focus on making people good, and then making sure I can put people to sleep and all that. Other than that, this battle is essentially the same as before. I don't really have to worry too much. What should I do? How about I do, you know what? With you, I'm gonna have you bring up Jags some more. Or not Jags. Bring up Roach some more. Okay, so you just keep attacking. And in your case, how about you try to do Sleeper as well? Just that way we have 2 chances each turn in order to put Echidna asleep. And if it works, that's perfect. Now Echidna's asleep, and I don't have to worry too much about actually getting hurt this turn. Now you're like double asleep, I guess. I mean, whatever. Good, you're still asleep. At this point, I think this battle is won. I can't really do much of anything to make this not good or worser, but I'm gonna lower the evasion of you and then have everybody attack. Other than that, this, again, battle won. Not a big deal. All right. That definitely should work since you are sleeping. If it misses, I would be surprised. All right. Okay, you're awake again, so I'm gonna sit there and try to put you back to sleep. Everybody just do your thing. I don't know why I went to magic for you, but you do Sleepra, and then there we go. Battle 1. It's another one down, and Echidna drops the X potion. It's not the best reward, but we do have one more boss, so let's see what we get from that one. All right, and so the last one of the group is gonna be up in this direction, and I believe it's, yeah, perfect. As you can tell, there's a chest in this one, which is gonna be nice to grab. There are none who can stop me in all of creation. You too shall fall before me. So now we're dealing with the fourth and final one, Ahriman, which Ahriman has 5,000 HP, as well as Earthquake, so considering Echidna had this issue too, I need to try to block it as quick as possible. But first, I'm gonna try to put it to sleep, see if I can get a little bit of a bonus there. But I'm gonna use Null Death to protect Jags. And in the meantime, I'm actually going to start off with Null Shock as a just in case, because Ahriman knows Blaze, Thunderbolt, and Ice Storm. So having more resistance to anything at this point is really useful. And I am going to actually cast Haste with, actually, you have Temper. I can cast Haste with Azure, so that'll be fine. So I'll do this like so. Earthquake. All right, good. We're off to a great start. I'm gonna use this as a just in case, just so I can block that Earthquake from happening. Ahriman uses Earthquake more often than all the other ones, so I don't have to worry too much, but I would rather have that extra assurance. If I can put it to sleep, then it's okay. I missed, so we're off to a bad start, but I'm gonna keep attempting that for now, but actually I'm gonna use Haste with you. Did I use Null Shock or Null Blaze? Uh-oh. That's a problem. You know what? Okay, you have both of them. I don't remember which one I used. I'm just going to do Blaze and hope that I cast the right one. In the meantime, I am going to try to use Sleep Resto. All right, I didn't really hit you yet, so I'm okay with you wasting your turn. And let's see if this works. All right, still a miss, but it's okay. I'm got that going on too. I don't have anything to block against frost damage, so that's kind of a problem. But, okay. And now I'm gonna lower the evasion of you. You, on the other hand, I don't really have any way. It does do attacks, but I don't have to worry too much about that because it's kind of pitiful damage at the very least. But, what can I do with you as a just in case? Nobody, you know what, I'm gonna raise my evasion as a just in case. I don't really know what else I could do at this point. But with Azure's health being as low as it is, if it does happen to do Ice Storm, that's gonna be a problem. So I'm going to actually use this one here, the Giant's Tonic, to raise my max HP for this battle as a just in case. And then I'm gonna cure that just so in case I get hit, then it'll be okay. But for now, I think I'm set for my damage output going in, since I only need to do about 5 of those attacks. Other than that, everything else is just do this, make sure I get this cure in just so everybody is set. And at this point, you can't really do much, but I'm gonna have 2 people attempting Sleepra, just so I can keep him not attacking me as best as possible. So far, it's been missing like crazy, but I can get it off if I have a decent amount of output, which thankfully I have that going on, so that's okay. Come on, work for me. There we go. Now that Ahriman's asleep, I don't have to worry about that any further, for the moment anyway. How about do I got anything I can use? Like maybe slow, but slow it, you know what? Just attack, because at this point I have really no other option. Jags is low, Daryl's low. Jags has more defense now because of the black cow I picked up earlier going through the dungeon. But I also have Cura, but I'm not wasting my turn just to do that. How about, you know, just attack. Just so I have a little bit extra damage output going. I can cure Jags next turn due to the fact that it's sleeping, and I'm pretty much okay if it's sleeping. Okay, that's fine. Or I can just kill it. That works too. Worrying too much for nothing. I mean, it is the hardest one in this dungeon, but oh well. It drops a dry ether, and that's it. I don't even get experience. But I do get this, which is a mega elixir. which is nice. And if I want more, I have to go through here again. But it's not worth it. Just for a Mega Elixir. I mean, if I want to grind 99 then I can, but I don't get experience for Iron Man. But whatever. That is all 4 bosses in this dungeon. Problem is, that was only 1 dungeon. But there's 3 more to go. The next dungeon you have to go through at least twice to get everything, which isn't as bad as this one here. We had to go through 4 times. And then after that, the next one takes 2, and then the last one only takes 1. So we got a little bit of a trek ahead of us, but at least it's not as bad as going through that dungeon 4 times. It's still more floors, and it is going to get more hectic from here. So with that in mind, next time on Azure Plays more Final Fantasy, let's head to the next place, shall we? See you all then.